Hello YouTube, my extended family, welcome back to Street Motor Talks, and today we are at the BigWing Indiranagar, Bangalore. We're gonna test ride the RS CB350 RS, like road sailing, road sport, whatever you want to call it. Honda calls it road sailing, I would call it road sport. Just give me a minute to take it out. Alright, exact same instrument console as the Honda Hiness. Start it up. Sounds good. Adjust the mirrors. This is the first thing you should do whenever you're going for a ride, logically. Okay, so I have not ridden this motorcycle before. This is the first time ever, so my review is going to be mostly, what I understand out of this. I've ridden the CB350, the Highness, and there's one thing which I would want to point out right in the beginning, that there are many production houses, big production houses, who have basically said that this motorcycle's engine is not happy in the city, is not much usable and all. This, I think, is a lot more usable than the Meteor, because you can be at any gear and this motorcycle will just cleanly take you off. You do not have to downshift too much. And the reason why we are riding it in these city roads is because it's a road sailing model, and the nearest highway from here is approximately like 10 kilometers if I'm not wrong, so we cannot take it onto the highway. So let me just ride it in the city roads itself. Just give me a minute. Okay, so there we go. Lots of speed breakers because this is a colony area. So engine character wise, it's absolutely the same. You get the exact same feeling of refinement and usable torque, usable power, the way you get it on the Honda Hiness. This is the same thing. The tires, well, I just went over that wet part, did make me feel that it just lost a bit of grip. And this thing is little annoying to me, because when I'm moving from first to second, I could not go beyond second. Each time it would just go into the neutral, and in a way it's a good thing, because you are not struggling to sport the bike into neutral. But then again, it's little annoying as well that it just constantly keeps going into the neutral gear. And this is the fun thing on this motorcycle. You can just play with it as much as you want. So it feels pretty light compared to a Royal Enfield Meteor 350. It feels substantially light, although it is not as light. So I'll try to park the motorcycle somewhere to give you guys a quick walk around and tell you about the changes. I'm sure everyone is already aware of it, but then as I said, this is my job to do it, so I'll quickly give you a look at what all has changed on this compared to the Honda Hiness. Let's find a good spot to park the motorcycle. Oh, this is all personal parking. There it is. So again, it keeps on going into the neutral, and it's like really annoying. When you're in the city, you do not want this to happen, and it's apparently a city oriented motorcycle, as what Honda has claimed. And again, that, sorry for the honking, the placement of the horn, damn it, the placement of the horn and the blinkers, the turn signals, like a little off. They have swapped the position. Okay, let me just park it right here in between this auto and this car. It's the Honda CB350 RS road sailing. Whatever is after the fuel tank part, this thing looks absolutely new. This side panel is new, this whole design is new. I love the texturing on the seat, the kind of fabric they have used. It looks very premium. And the tail section, this is derived frame straight from the CB650R, and that makes it look very premium. And again, this is from the side. So major changes, the foot peg has been shifted backwards by 112 mm and it has been shifted upwards by 12 mm. So what that means is that you sit in a little aggressive position, you know, your feet is bent slightly backward and the handlebar is slightly shorter. Let me quickly show it. So while the Highness handlebars come straight over here, this is slightly fatter and it's a wider handlebar, so there is a kind of a lean that you have to you will feel when you're sitting on this motorcycle, which gives a little aggressive position, complemented by the rear set foot pegs, slightly rear set, not totally rear set. And a couple of disappointments: there is no Bluetooth connectivity on this, and yeah, so this is where the USB charger used to come. I think they have fit it as an accessory. This does not come with the stock, so the USB charging won't be there. This thing as well is an accessory. And they have reduced the size of the rear rim. This used to be 18 inches previously. They have brought it down to 17, and the ground clearance has still gone up because, you know, the side wall of this tire, this is an MRF curved tire, this is a brand new tire for this motorcycle, that the side wall is slightly bigger, and that is the reason why the damping feels a lot more softer compared to the Highness. There are many people who complain about the damping of the Highness. They said that it's a little stiff. I did not find it stiff, but to my taste it was not stiff. But you know, because of this bigger sidewall, it soaks up a lot more of the bad surface on the road, and that gives even a better, you know, riding experience. And a typical Honda design. So this tank, pardon me, but then to me it looks like it's derived from the CD Dawn. And this, you know, the font that they have used, this looks like something that has come from if you remember the CD100 SS or the CD100, and the side panel also looks almost the same. But that's how Honda wanted to design it. They wanted to keep it retro, you know, by making a motorcycle that looks retro, however it's modern. The front mud fender is on this thing is plastic or fiber, what you can say, and it gets fork boots. But then basically the other one, the Highness, does not get the fork gaiters. Yeah, that's about the changes. Beautiful sleek looking blinkers. You get these on the CB350 as well, and you get the same set of blinkers on the CB300 as well, which is apparently discontinued because Honda has not brought the BS6 version of that. But overall, a beautiful looking motorcycle, something that looks purpose built. You get the bash plates, and one more thing which I wanted to tell, that many people are calling it as a scrambler, you know, just because it gets this slightly, you know, different looking kind of, you know, block pattern. It's not really a block pattern, but it has that kind of a pattern, and because it gets the bash plate does not mean that this is a scrambler. You know, RS is not a scrambler. It's more a city friendly motorcycle. Maybe you can say a more city friendly version of the Highness. Brilliant exhaust, brilliant. I just love the sound of this thing, although it is, you know, not a normal sounding exhaust. It's more like custom built to, you know, match the competition, but then this sounds brilliant. I just love the sound of this exhaust note. Alrighty guys, let's go. Let them cross. First gear, leave the clutch, let it go. And the clutch feel is really light, really light, the same as you would get it on the Honda Hiness, because of which it, you know, feels less cumbersome to tackle in the city. So there it is, my dear friends, the Honda CB350 RS road sailing, or I would call it a road sport because of the handling of this motorcycle. Brilliant package. Amazing work done by Honda. And let me park it here. So I hope you guys liked it. In case if you did, do give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, all the goodies. And thanks a lot for tuning. I'll see you again. Bye bye.